Thank you, sir. I would like to call Shri Vijay Chaudhary to come forward and felicitate Principal of Buldana Diocese, Shri Shinde sir. I would like to call Raju Korde, Admin Coordinator of Chess Project, to please come forward and felicitate Dr. Jade Ma'am, Principal of Diocese Ahmednagar, Sangamner. I would like to thank you very much, sir. And on behalf of all the teachers, I would like to reiterate and express my gratitude towards the guests for being here. And we are very happy to have you all here, sir. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to the next felicitation thing. That is the felicitation of MERs. MERs are the monitoring, evaluation and reporting people that were selected out of these moderators. From each and every district we have one MER, and the bigger districts we have two MERs. MER people are the people who collectively gather the empirical data, all the facts and figures from every district, not just qualitative but quantitative information. They report it to the RA team and the core committee members. And based on these data, we analyze the data and we formulate the plan for the next year. So it's like for the teachers, by the teachers and for to the learners. Now I would like to invite all the MERs one by one. I will call upon their names. Please come and accept your certificate of appreciation from our dignitaries today on the dais. Ashok Gaikwad from Ahmednagar. Bahadur Singh Chauhan from Akola. Mangesh Pulle from Amravati. Dhaneshwar Gorpade from Aurangabad. Santosh Gaikwad from Aurangabad. Sunil Savarkar from Pandara. Sridhar Nagargoje from Beed. Sir. Is Mr. Mangesh Pulle from Amravati? Mangesh. Sunil Savarkar from Pandara. Dr. Shivaji Deshmukh from Buldana. Nagargoje sir is accepting from B. Anil Petkar from Chandrapur. From B. Anil Petkar from Chandrapur. Girdhari Pardi from Gondia. Tausif Sheikh from Hingoli. Girdhari Pardi sir is accepting from Gondia. Bharat Shirshat from Jalgaon. Tawsif Bharat Shirshat sir from Jalgaon. Ratnakar Pagare sir from Jalna. Ratnakar Pagare sir. Naneshwar Narayankar sir from Kolhapur. Along with Rohini Sanpal from Kolhapur. Narayankar sir is accepting. Please keep the flow of your handwriting applause. Thank you. Gajendra Mugle sir from Latur. Rohini Sanpal from Kolhapur is accepting. Renu Dhotre from Mumbai is next. With Machindra Borade. Dr. Gajendra Mugle from Latur. Renu Dhotre, who is representing India to the ITFL UK conference in the Liverpool next month. Machindra Borade sir from Mumbai. Satish Jadhav sir from Nasik. Prashant Bhagwat and Tushar Sutrave from Usmanabad. Prashant Bhagwat sir from Usmanabad, Tushar Sutrave from Usmanabad. Mahesh Mahale from Palghar. Dhananjay Bhagwat from Parvani. Santosh Khattar from Pune and Manoj Naikwadi from Pune. Smita Fore madam from Satara. Manoj Naikwadi sir is accepting. How is the Josh?
Yes, sir.
Nilkan Patil from Solapur, along with Ashfaq Kazi from Solapur. Smita Pore ma'am is accepting. Nilkan Patil and Ashfaq Kazi from Solapur.
Hey, Nilo.
Avians work very hard, but they are not used to camera. Ashfaq Kazi sir is accepting. Yes. Prathamesh Kumar from Thane. And last but not the least, Vaibhav Jagtap from Yatma.
Sir, Raigad.
And Gorakshanath Ladke from Raigad.
Sadhya de.
Thank you very much, sir. I would like to request you to stand once again, not just our guests, but the participants as well, the delegates as well. You might have noticed very beautiful and huge rangoli in the foyer when you have come here. And we want to express that was a very big effort, but in a very small token of appreciation, we would like to felicitate this special artist who is also a Zilla Parishad teacher from Marshalls. And she is Girija Mohan Naik. Girija Mohan Naik. I request Arpat Kaji sir to please give a call to her. Actually, she had worked overnight, sir, and she might have gone. Thank you. So we will have this felicitation letter. I would like to invite now Dr. Subhash Kamble sir, Director, to please deliver the foreword of the program, the symposium. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Dias, Dr. Kadepurkar sir, Malpani sir, my colleagues, Dr. Vijay Kumar Sinde, Devgavkar sir, Jade madam, Kumar sir, Taide sir, and you people. Good morning, one and all.
Good morning.
Hope you had a safe journey to reach out the station. On behalf of Ra Aurangabad and SSA, would like to welcome all. What an amazing journey it has been. The first ever blended project, both face-to-face ATF and online ATF, were rolled out smoothly. The chess blended was a bridge gap between learners and teachers. The module developers, trainers, experts, moderators, MER members made it very successful. I feel proud to be the part of chess. I congratulate everyone for the active and consistent hardship innovation. I am sure to carry the attitude for the next phase 3. We have been on the way to create the English-speaking ecosystem throughout entire Maharashtra. I wish you all the best of luck for this grand state level year. I hope you will stay motivated to bring out the best of in your future too. Thank you and welcome all of you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. we have a special guest here, Shri Sanjay Marpani sir. Sorry sir, Dr. Sanjay Marpani sir. And along with our special guest, we also have our plenary speaker here today, who is Kadepurkar sir. The plenary will be done later, but before that, my colleague will give you a brief bio of Kadepurkar sir. Please, Redu.
Okay, so I'm talking about the most eminent personality sitting on the dais. He has completed his postgraduate diploma in the teaching of English from Hyderabad and his MPhil from the University of Bristol, UK. He was the principal and head of the Department of English, BIK College, Nasik, a convener, Board of Studies in English, Maharashtra State Board, and was also Vice Chairman and Trustee, Kusum Gar Prishtan, Nasik. He has with him 38 years of teaching experience at the degree level. He is a teacher trainer. He has trained primary and to the postgraduate level for 40 years. He has also done corporate world training for 30 years and also has trained on the topic of leadership. He has a long list of educational honors. He was awarded a Best Teacher Award by the Gokhale Education Society. He also got a British Council's On-By Trust Award for Higher Studies and Research at Bristol University in UK, 1995-96. He was invited to present a research paper at the 42nd Conference of International Association of Teachers of English as Foreign Language held at Exeter University, England, 2008. He was also invited to work as the first guest teacher on the British Council website teachingenglish.org.uk. He was also awarded the Best Teacher Award by Nasik Sarvajanik Vachayalaya in 2018. His educational publication. He has designed 25 English course books and Teacher's Handbook for the Maharashtra State Board, Pune, 1980 onwards. He is a curriculum developer and implementer for the new course.
It's our privilege, sir. His contribution to education is very high. He is chairman of Sangamner College, that we call SP Sanstha, as well as founder chairperson of Dhruva Global School in Sangamner and Pune. He runs Bal Sanskar and is chairman of Gita Parivar. He is Sanskrit language promoter and chairman of Shri Omkarnath Marpani Sanskrit Sanshodhan Kendra and also chairman of Sanskrit Samvardhan Mandal. Along with this, he is instrumental in carrying out many programs for yoga propagation and proliferation. He is also chairman of Shri Madhavlal Malpani Yoga and Naturopathy Center, and he is, we can call it, a real Swachh Doot, initiating Ek Kadam Swachhata Ki Or for Clean India, and he has been nominated as Swachh Doot, like Cleanliness Ambassador for Ahmednagar district by the district collector, and he has done a distribution of 51,000 dustbins in Maharashtra. So, he has also conducted a Clean Sangamner mission in which 400 workers worked for 8 days. A lot of things come after this, like he is a gifted orator and prolific writer, and we want to listen from your mouth, sir. Next, please welcome Dr. Sanjay Malpani, sir, great educationist.
All the dignitaries on dais and off the dais. I am really happy to see this kind of gathering at our club. And the way you have worked for last few years in this field of English language, coaching to 9th, 10th grade students. I'm really happy to see all the essays which you have written, the research papers which you have published in recently published book. I am here not as an industrialist, but as an educator. I am here as, actually I feel sometimes that by mistake I was sent to the industrial family. If I would have given a chance, I would have been a teacher. And since I could not complete my that dream, I started with the school here, and it's an amazing school. You must visit sometime if you get time. That's Dhruv Global School. I'm a good orator, an educator, and today I'm here as inaugurator as well. So I have given you 3 words. Which are these 3 words? Educator, orator, inaugurator. So what is the common in these 3 words? It's stir, okay. And I would like to add you a few more words which conclude with the word ter. So let us make a list of at least 50 words today, which can be easily done within 3 minutes time. So tell me the few words, those which end with ter. Communicator. Now we are going for Prime Minister. And then, no, the teacher should not speak about it. Yes. Moderator.
Facilitator.
Moderators are sitting here. Director is sitting here. Yes. Conductor is sitting there. One by one. Motivator. Yeah, that is me. Doctor.
Facilitator.
Facilitator. Collector. Actor. See the overwhelming response, you know. The way we go and we start with the class. And the involvement of the students, those who are sitting in front of you. That makes the difference. When you involve your students or your spectators or the listeners in the process of learning. This gives a beautiful impact, and the moment you try this out, the whole process went wrong when we started with grammar. The whole process went wrong. A child of 1.5 years used to come to me every day in the evening. I go, is my neighbor's child, I go to him, I bring him at my place. And then I try to understand that how that child is learning. Because I am an educator, I need to understand what is the learning process exactly. And since last, say, 1 year, every day I am looking at the child, because when I was a parent and when I had a son and a daughter, I never looked at them from that angle. But now my angle is changed, and I am looking at that particular child as an educator, that how that child is learning a language. That child started saying very simple words in the beginning, and now he is able to say bit difficult words as well. But the peculiar thing, the most interesting thing is, the child can communicate to me with his few words, very little vocabulary, and he can talk to me, he can communicate to me thoroughly. Whatever he wants to tell, he tells with his few words, but I can understand him very well. So the whole intention of learning a language is being catered with these few words. And then gradually now he has started saying 2 or 3 word sentences as well. But of course in his own language and mix of the language, because his mother is Marwadi, his father talks to him in English, and whenever he comes to me, he talks to me in Hindi. So these are the 3 languages he's going through, and the Aji who comes to take care of him for babysitting, she talks to him in Marathi. So all 4 languages that child is learning. So he has picked up few words from all these languages, and he started saying these words. Now the most interesting thing is the next thing. What happens when he speaks in any of these words, whether it is Marathi, Hindi, Marwadi or English, if he speaks any of these words, we feel happy. And we clap for him that, oh my God, a new word has come up. So new word. Yesterday he said, my banda. That was his word. Why he said so? Because I made him to sit on the railing of my staircase and I pulled him from up to down. So he told me that I am bandar, मैं bandar. So this bandar word is a complicated word for him. It's not an easy word because na and the comes together. So that bandar word was a complicated word for him, and still he could say that. So I called his mother and father and I showed them that, see, he can speak a new word today. He could speak that word. That is bandar. And I again asked him to say the same word. For that I have to take him to that staircase. I have to make him sit on that railing, and I pulled him down. So the experimental learning happened there. Because I was there to pull him down, he was doing something like a bandar, so a monkey. So he learnt a new word yesterday, bandar, and we all clapped for him. But in our education system, the exact opposite thing starts. We never clap. We start giving cross. We never clap. And there the whole difference starts, and that is one reason why students like me, those who learnt in Marathi medium school, in ZP schools, these students, they always have the phobia of speaking in English. Because the moment he tried and we took out mistake from his communication, a child of 5th standard came to me. I hope I have enough time, 5-10 minutes. Because I keep on doing so many experiments with students and I keep on talking to them a lot. So they also come to me and they do show me so many different things and I learn from them. I am a constant learner. I am learning from that 1.5-year child that how language is taught, how language is picked up. That's what I am trying to learn from him. A 5th standard student, he came to me and he said that I want to show you something today. So if I need to blow this candle, what will be needed? So what is needed to blow this candle? What are all the things which will be needed? So I need a matchbox, right? I need a matchbox. Then a candle. Okay, then a candle. Okay, what else? If I want to keep it glowing, then what will be needed? Yes, I got it. Okay, I have a matchbox now. The candle is glowing. So the child was there, 5th standard child. And he was asking me that what are all the things needed to keep this glowing? Oh, wax will be needed, yes. Then oxygen will be needed. The thread is needed. Efforts are needed. Hands are needed. Eyes are needed. The friction is needed. What else? Huh? Will is needed, yes, obviously. Confidence is needed that yes, I can do it. Surrounding is needed, there should not be too much of air. Patience will be needed. But that child was not happy with all these answers. And he said that no, these are all secondary things. The primary thing is much different than this. No. And finally I tell you the answer, what he told me. He said that this has to be upward direction. And then, what he has done, he has done it this way, and the moment he holds this candle in a downward direction, it glowed off. What is the reason? He said that this is the most important thing. Always be positive and don't be negative. And then he said one very important sentence which I always keep in my heart. He said, आदमी की खोपड़ी भी ऐसी होती है, जब तक सीधी है ठीक है, उल्टी होगी तो अंधेरा होगा. And I learned a lot from this, Specifically, when we go for maths or English, these two subjects, children have a lot of phobia, and I keep on doing counseling with them. And this phobia is generated through the system, because of the teachers, because those who are around him. For a child to learn a language, it's a very easy job, because everybody at home is happy with everyday learning. But at school, it goes opposite, and that is one important reason the school candle is downward, and that is one reason why they are unable to learn this. So I think I have gone through one theory. That theory is called as theory of multiple intelligences, and that has been discovered by, established by one scientist from USA. He is an American scientist, and his name is Dr. Howard Gardner. If you come to my school, through Global School, you will be able to see the theory in detail. We have all the statues there, and then we have so many experiments carried out based on that theory of multiple intelligences. This Dr. Gardner, he is, please don't show all that, because they will be then distracted, and that is not needed. That is not needed. This Dr. Howard Gardner, he is a doctor of psychiatry, and he is giving psychiatry treatment. He is still alive, and he is giving psychiatry treatment to those who had head injury in some or other accident. So he is looking them, he is working along with a neurosurgeon or neurophysician, and he is working, he is giving them psychiatric treatment. He found out, this is really interesting to understand, he found out that if a hit happens here, in this part of brain, a particular skill or particular intelligence goes off or slows down. And then he started finding out more that what are the areas and what are the centers of these intelligences. And he could find out basic 8, now he is working on 9th, and he is on the verge to prove the 9th one as well. But basically 8 intelligences in 1982 itself. And he has given 8 areas of intelligences. One is, the first one, there is no first or second as such. To put it in order, the chronological order is needed. So he put the first one as linguistic intelligence. A person who is linguistically really intelligent, he can speak in many different languages, he can do wonderful poems, or he can do write-ups, and he's good at language. His vocabulary is wonderful. He can understand so many words. He can keep those words in mind, and he can use those words at appropriate time. That is called a linguistic intelligent person. Then the second one is analytical mathematical intelligence. So those who are good with numbers, that intelligence is analytical mathematical intelligence. The third one is musical intelligence. Fourth one is intrapersonal intelligence. Intrapersonal means the person who can think, who can be with himself, who is a good thinker and philosopher. These kind of people, for example, say Mahatma Gandhi or Kusumagraj or Jesus and Mahavir and Buddha and all these people. Then the interpersonal intelligence. This interpersonal intelligence means a person who can understand the capacity and capability of the person to whom he comes in touch with. So those who are very good HR people, those who work with human resource, those who are managers, those who are leaders, especially political leaders as well. And that is one reason you will see that these political leaders have a capacity to keep so many names in their mind. They can recognize people. You might have come across Sharad Pawar sometime, though I don't belong to his party. But we must recognize, we must acknowledge that what exactly the success behind this person is. So he can remember thousands of names, and the moment that person comes in front of him, even after say 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 years, he can recollect his name. That is called interpersonal intelligence. And then the sixth one is bodily kinesthetic intelligence. In simple word, we can say physical intelligence. Those who can dance well, those who can play different games, those who are good at sports, those who are good at dramatics, they are all physical intelligent people. Then there is one naturalistic intelligence. Naturalistic intelligence is to understand the different species of plants and insects and birds and animals. Those who love to go to nature, those who understand nature well, they are all naturalistic intelligent people. And the eighth one is spatial intelligent. Spatial intelligent people are those who have good sense of proportions. So what is small, what is big, and they understand the directions very well. So they are like interior designers and architects and artists. They go in that category. So these are the basic 8 intelligences, and ninth one is existential intelligence, which is not yet proven, but he is working on it. I keep on reading about his research, and I thought that if he can do this with the patients having some disabilities due to some accident, why I won't be able to work on the same theory of multiple intelligence in my school as well? Because every child is born with some or other kind of intelligence. The total number of cells of intelligences is more or less same. But then our comparison and our parameter is wrong. What parameter do we have in schools? We judge our students on the basis of linguistic skills and mathematical skills only, and we don't have any other parameter to judge our students on the basis of this interpersonal, and all other intelligences. And then we start comparing that this child is dumb or this child is brilliant. We start comparing them. How do we compare them? I have one wonderful exercise here. Look at this. I have these 2 pictures, and when I keep them next to each other, what do you see? Which one is the smaller one? Whether the yellow one is smaller or the red one is smaller? The red one seems to be smaller. And look at the magic now. If I put this red one on that side and yellow one I take on my side, and then again I compare, previously you was able to see that red is smaller, but now you will see that yellow is smaller than red. It's not a magic. It's wrong way of comparison. Basically both these pictures are almost same. There is not much difference. They are almost same. You can see there is no much difference. Very little difference. But our comparison is wrong because we are comparing this side, which is the longer one, than this smaller one. We compare this side, the longer side of this picture, to the smaller side of yellow picture. This is what we do something wrong with our children as well. And that is the reason why the child who is nearer to me, my own child, I see him smaller than the child of neighbor. Because I am comparing his linguistic skills with somebody's mathematical skills. He is good at sports. My child is not good at sports. But I am comparing his sports with my child's mathematics. Something wrong we are doing. And this Howard Gardner says that every child has got abundant ability to grasp. But we have to work in a little different way. If somebody's linguistic skill is not good, but his physical skill, his bodily kinesthetic skill is better, then using that bodily kinesthetic skill, we will be able to enhance the capacity of this child who is not good at languages. So take him to ground. Teach him in the classroom in a very playway method. And with using all these other intelligences, the child who is not good at linguistic skill can automatically enhance his abilities to learn different languages. And then we have done these kind of experiments in our school. I would like to share you an experience recently happened. Last year, one parent came to me with both of children, both the sons. One was in 5th standard and another one was in 7th standard. He came inside my cabin and he asked me that, I want to put both of them in your school. But believe me, this younger child is very smart. He's very good at mathematics. He's very good at all academic subjects. He's doing very well in his school. He got scholarship in 4th standard. Now he's in 5th. And the another one came, he was telling me that the elder one is absolutely nothing. He don't know anything. He's dumb. I said, don't say this in front of him. Let me understand. Let me decide. You don't decide what your child is. But then he kept on telling me all negative things about the elder one. And the elder one was sitting there, putting his neck down, and he was embarrassed. He was insulted by his own father in front of me. I said, nothing to worry. But then father told me that, see, I know you will do one thing. You will keep my small child here and you will ask me to take my elder one back to his previous school. I don't want to do that. If you want this smaller child, this younger child, you will have to keep this elder as well. Now I said, what a condition. I said, I am not worried about whether he is not good at mathematics or languages. But I can see his 6 feet height. He's so tall. So he must be good at sports. And then I asked directly to the child that in which sport you are good at. He said, I am very good at cricket. I said, wow, very good. We love cricket than mathematics here. And that child was so happy. I could see that glowing eyes. And I asked that father that don't worry, both the children will stay with me. I was thinking somewhere in subconscious that such a smart child is going to come to my school. And he might bring so many laureates to our school, so no problem. But within 15 days' time, the younger one got homesick. And we have to take the decision that he has to go back because he was missing his mother like anything. So I called his father and mother and I asked them to take this smaller child and we remain with the most bright child. And within these 15-20 days, so many complaints started coming to me that this child in 8th standard, he was in 7th or 8th standard that time, 7th standard, he doesn't pay attention at all. And it's not so that he doesn't pay the attention, but he keeps on disturbing every other child in the class. So the whole class is at mess. And he sits on the back bench. And he is a wonderful ventriloquist. You know what is that? A person who can speak without lip movements. So that child was a great artist. He used to speak without moving his lips. And not only one kind of voice. He used to take out so many different voices, sitting on the back bench without any kind of lip movement. And the moment the teacher looks at the blackboard, the paper ball and flights used to flow in the classroom. So I called him twice, thrice. I counseled him. Every time he used to say, sorry sir, okay, I won't do it again. He used to cry in front of me. I threatened him that I'm going to send you home. He said, no, I don't want to go home. I won't do this again. Please, excuse me this time. This is last. I won't do it again. But again, he used to do the same thing. He was habituated to do the same thing. I called HOD Sports then. And I asked him to take this child on ground every day, morning 1.5 hours and evening 1.5 hours. So 3 hours he has to be taken on ground. Now complaints started coming from hostel that he doesn't get up. We have to literally hold him and take him to the ground. Ultimately, he started taking little interest in basketball and netball kind of games, where his tall physique could have been of some use. And he started playing that game. And next year, means this year, this academic year, which is going to end now, I got the news that he has been selected in the school team. So I was very happy about him. I went to school, I asked him that, great, I am happy for you, that it's not so easy to get selected in a school team at our school. You will be wondered to understand, to know that this academic year's score in sports is 512 medals, including many international medals, many national medals. Total count is 512 district level, zonal level, state level, national level medals and international as well. 512 medals. So to get selected in school team is not a joke. And he was selected within 1 year's time. So I was really happy for him. And he was also taking keen interest in basketball and netball then. And I used to go to see him. He used to play basketball there on the ground. I used to always pat his back and I used to congratulate him all the time. Then there were district matches in our school only. So I asked him, let's see, beta, it's all up to you, whether to win or lose. And you have to take a lot of care, you have to practice well. And we are the host for the matches, and you will have to make our team win, because we are the hosts, and we don't want to lose on our own home ground. So he practiced well. Every time when I used to meet him, he used to tell me, sir, chinta nahi karne, I am there. Very confident boy, very confident. And I went to see that match. Our team won that match, the first match, with the score 2 against 52. 2 against 52. Then the second match, like that, only some 5 versus 40 kind of. And then ultimately we won the district tournament. And then he was selected for zonal. So I kept on telling him that, see, you have to do wonders now. You have to really practice well. Now it was his duty to go and call upon every player to bring him to the ground. So he was responsible for it. They went for zonal, and I came to know that 2 of our students, they got selected for state team. And amongst those 2 students, this was the boy. I was so happy for him. I informed my principal that a good felicitation has to be done in the assembly in the morning. I am not joining the assembly, but I will come in the evening to meet him. I went in the evening to see him. He was sitting on the front desk. I asked the teacher in the class, oh my God, today also he got the punishment? Because generally it was a punishment given to him to sit on the front bench. Otherwise he used to love to sit on the back bench. The teacher told me, no sir, today on his own he came and sat here. I was really happy for him. I congratulated him. He was so happy. I called his mother as well, his father as well, that aapke bacche ne aisa kaam kar dikhaya. I am so happy for him. He went to play for state after a lot of practice. Other students were not doing practice because they were not got selected. But now, this child used to collect everyone for him because it was his responsibility to collect everybody and go on the ground and play basketball there. And I got a phone call from the teacher who was assisting them at state level. Told me that he got selected for national now. And I wrote on the WhatsApp group of my teachers, on the school WhatsApp group, that now miracle is going to happen. Honor his physical skills, respect him. He must get a big welcome now. Inform everyone that he is going to lead us there at nationals. And everyone was informed. And the moment his car came inside, the security guard who was standing on the door has given a big salute to him. Yeah, jeet gaya. Wow. Come on, he got a salute. And then he was sitting like this in the car. The moment he dropped down from the car, the gardener who was working inside the garden, after looking at him, he came running with a flower in his hand. Has gifted him a flower. अरे मेरा बच्चा जीत गया यार, तेरे लिए फूल. He was felicitated by the gardener. He was in a very happy mood that day. He went inside the mess for his dinner. And after reaching there, the mess manager came. He congratulated him and told him that आज तेरे लिए ना special बनाया कुछ मैं लेके आ रहा हूँ, बैठ. For nobody else, for you only. He went inside, came with a bowl of gulab jamun in his hand and fed him the gulab jamun. Was so happy for it. And next day morning, he was felicitated in the assembly with a tribute with all that a warm welcome with the drum beats and all. So the band of school was took out and then they were playing band for him. He was so happy for that. And in the evening I went again. He was sitting on the front bench. I asked, teacher, आज वापिस आ गया है क्या? Teacher told me no, from that day till now he is sitting there only. Because he was respected, he was accepted, his skill was acknowledged. That was the reason he was sitting on the front bench. So by using his physical intelligence, his confidence in academics was boosted. And till then, he was able to get somewhere around 35-40 marks in mathematics. For the first time, that child got 50 marks in mathematics. So that is a big achievement. So this is the way. It's not so that it is just one language. How many squares do you see here? 16 squares? You see very keenly, you know, they are not just 16. They are much more than that. So how many do you see? 70? Oh, because there is one big square outside. So 16 plus 1 big is 17, but there are a few more. Oh, if you count with these 4, there are 4 more. I'm not talking about the rectangles, I'm talking about squares only. So, if 4 are there, then 16 plus 1, 17, and these 4 on the corners, which includes 4 squares and 1, are 17 plus 4, that is 21 now.
30.
But then there are a few more.
30, total 30.
Yeah, because there are 4 here as well. And then here 1. And here 1. And it's here 1. So 4. And again here also there is 1. So 5. So 21 plus 5. 26 squares are there. But the game doesn't stop here.
Yes, 30 squares.
There are a few more. Because if you calculate with these 9, so again you see 1 square on this side. 1 square on this side, 1 on upper side and 1 on this side. So again 4 you can see. So it's
30.
36 plus 4, 30, 26 plus 4, 30. That is 30. So there are 30 squares. Don't look at language as 16 square game. We have to look at this language as a game changer. Because I tell you very honestly, the moment, the day, our Marathi medium government schools will start teaching English next level. And if our students, see, I am also a Marathi medium student. When I started with this school, I was not having that language as my mother tongue. Because my mother tongue is Marwadi. My wife used to talk to me in Hindi. I used to talk to my staff. We have 3,000 plus people working in our establishment. And I talk to them in Marathi. And I learned in a Marathi medium school. But the moment I started this school, I decided that I need to learn this language now. So I started reading 10 pages every day loudly. That loud reading helped me like anything. I used to pick up any book, used to read 10 pages loudly. That loud reading helped me like anything. My vocabulary was good. But then that loud reading gave me some exercise. Abhyasena tu kaunteya, vairagyena cha grihiyate. Abhyasayogena tato mamichhaptum dhananjaya. Abhyas doesn't mean just reading in Sanskrit. Sanskrit abhyas is a word for practice. So practice. Practice makes man perfect. And that started happening with me as well. And that is key to success. And the moment my Marathi medium students, they start learning this language, they have such capacity that they can conquer the world. They can be the true leaders because they know their basic subjects very well, because they have learned in their mother tongue. So the importance of mother tongue is undoubtable, but at the same time, if students, those who are learning in Marathi medium schools, if they are taught English with this kind of efforts which you people are taking, I am very sure परम वैभव स्वप्न सुंदर क्षितिज सा है दूर दुर्लभ किंतु उस नंदन सुमन की पा चुके माधुर्य सौरभ राह कांटों से भरी है कुशलता से लांघना है लोक मन संस्कार करना यह परम गति साधना है and I am here to welcome you all to campus because you people are doing this kind of sadhana only and I am really happy to bow in front of all you teachers that you are doing. You are becoming the reason for difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for this enlightening talk. We know, sir, that you are behind very successful people like the Asian Games gold medal winners, Dattu Bokna is from Sangamner, and Dr. Malpane sir is supporting him for his career with every means. Very big hand for this philanthropic tradition. Also, speaking about the languages, like you said, multiple intelligences and multilingualism is our resource in India. I would like to quote one anecdote from Dr. Sanjay Malpane's life. Once he was invited to Delhi, and there were around 10,000 children from all over India, and Prime Minister was going to address these children. But Prime Minister reached 90 minutes late due to delay in flight. And there was a big question how to address the needs of these students, because the students were from all parts of India, like they were from Tamil Nadu, Kerala and other parts of India as well. And Dr. Malpane sir took care of this and he engaged these 10,000 children by his different activities. So he's like a teacher without speaking. Yes, without speaking. That was with miming, without speaking. So he is a teacher I have seen like no other. Big hands and a great salute to you, sir. So thank you very much, sir. Once we had called our great artist, the Rangoli artist. Now she has arrived. I would like to invite Girija Mohan Naifnavale from ZPPS School, Bodle, Solapur, to please come on the stage and receive your small token of appreciation. I would like to invite
Spatial intelligence for linguistic purpose.
I would like to invite our Emir from Raigad, Mr. Gorakshanath Ladke, and his team of creative teachers who have created a paper model of chess logo. They are going to present these logos to our guests today. Please, Gorakshanath Ladke, sir. Ladke sir, please come forward. Thank you very much, Team Raigad. One request, sir, Malpani sir, our teachers would like to visit your Dhruva school. Sir, our teachers are very much interested in visiting Dhruva Global School, so we need your permission to visit your campus. Evening time, sir. 5:30, after 5:30 p.m. Sir, Ashok Gite sir from Sangamner is here. He may escort us to the school.
Fine, you let me know. You decide and let me know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay.
Good idea to visit in the morning.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much, sir. Moving forward, we will have a plenary by Dr. Harshavardhan sir. But before that, there is a break for 5 minutes. And participants, you can just move out and move in within 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, we are starting our plenary. The team, please arrange the plenary talk, MER team. Thank you.